It's Miss Lewandowski here. I'm so excited to be teaching you a lesson today. I am going to be teaching you a lesson in math about triangles. Before I dive into that lesson though, I just want to, anytime I start learning about something, I always try to figure out how I can connect it to my life. So since we're learning about triangles today, I started thinking, where do I see triangles in my life? One of the ways is sometimes when I order a pizza, I know that it's cut into those triangle pieces. So I see triangles there, which are those three-sided shapes. So I can see them sometimes when I eat pizza. Or sometimes one of my favorite chips, if you've ever had Doritos, you notice that they're also shaped kind of like a triangle. So if you can make any connections to where you've seen triangles in real life, then do that because that's an awesome way to get connected and start your brain and activate your thinking. Okay? With that being said, I am going to dive into our lesson. So today we're going to be learning about those triangles, like I said. We're going to be learning about the three different types of triangles, and I'm going to teach you a little bit about their certain attributes. Attributes is kind of a long word, and the word attributes is just something, a word that's used to describe something about them. So for example, one of Miss Lewandowski's attributes would be that I have brown hair. It's describing me, so that's one of my attributes. So when we're describing triangles, we're going to find different attributes that describe them and how they look. Okay? So I am going to dive right in to this lesson. I'm going to be teaching us about the triangle family, okay? These are some friends that are very dear to myself, Mrs. Stonehenge, Mrs. Van Duzer, and Miss Clark, okay? Before I get into the triangle family and I introduce you to them, I want to go over and just say, what is a triangle exactly? Well, a triangle is a flat shape that has three straight sides, okay? Right here, I've shown some different triangles. If you notice, all three of these have those three sides, and they're all straight, and each of these sides connects together, okay? Even though all three of these are triangles, they look a little different, don't they? Yeah, so with that being said, as we get into our lesson further today, you're gonna know what each of these names of each triangle is because they all have different names because they're a little different, okay? Before we go into that though, I just wanna show you some things that could get a little confusing sometimes because even though some of these shapes look like triangles, they're not exactly triangles. Let me tell you why. So this first one, it looks really close to a triangle, but it has a curved side, so it is not a triangle because remember it has to have three straight sides, okay? My next one over here, this one also really looks like a triangle, but it's not because all my lines are not connecting together, okay? So if you see, there's spaces where all the corners should be because all the lines don't connect. So that means that it is also not a triangle. And then my final one down here, it kind of looks like a triangle. It's pointed at the top, but it has more than three sides, so it can't be a triangle. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4. So because it has four sides, it's not a triangle. Okay? So now I'm going to introduce you to a family of triangles. They're very cool and very excited to meet you. This first triangle we have right here is Sammy Scalene Triangle, okay? Sammy Scalene is a little shy, so that's why she's saying right here, what are you looking at? She can be a little shy, but she's really nice, okay? Sammy Scalene Triangle, so a scalene triangle means that all three of her sides are different lengths. So for example, right here, this side, and this side, none of them are the same size. All of them are different, so that makes it scalene. So Sammy Scalene, none of her sides are the same. okay? This one could be maybe 2 inches. This one could be 6 inches. And maybe this one could be 5 inches. They're all different sizes. So that's Sammy Scalene, okay? Oh, this is the next one. So this is Isosceles Triangle. Isosceles loves meeting new friends. That's why you can see she's super excited over here. Okay, so Isosceles Triangle, an Isosceles Triangle only has 2 sides that are the same length. So if you look at the Isosceles over here, you can see that this side right here and this side right here are both the same length. And then her final side, that is a different length right here. Okay, so 2 sides are the same, these two, and then this bottom side, that's a different length. So Isosceles has 2 sides that are the same length. She's different from Sammy Scalene because Sammy Scalene has 3 sides that are all different, but Isosceles has 2 that are the same. Okay? And finally, we're going to meet Robbie Wright Triangle. So Robbie Wright, he's a little full of himself sometimes because he thinks he's right about everything, as you can see him saying that. But Robbie Wright, he's a little goofy. He has 1 right angle, okay? He has 1 right angle, and that's what this over here, this circle you see, it's circling his right angle. So a right angle, it makes a perfect L shape. If you look at it, it kind of looks like an L, doesn't it? Right here. Yeah, so that angle, it's making a perfect L. It's when 2 straight lines come together and they make that perfect L shape, okay? That L shape, it's an angle and it's 90 degrees. It's a 90-degree angle, which means it's a right angle, okay? So Robbie Wright Triangle, one of his attributes is he has 1 right angle, okay? So now that you have met the whole triangle family, there's 3 different triangles. So I just want to do a little quick review of the 3 we learned about today, okay? So first we had Sammy Scalene. That means all 3 of her sides were different lengths. They were all different. Then we had Isosceles. So isosceles means that 2 of the sides are the same and 1 is different. Okay? And finally we have Robbie Wright Triangle, or a right triangle, means that there is 1 right angle. That means it's making that perfect L shape. Okay? So awesome lesson today, guys. If you still have questions about it, reach out to your teacher and you can get a little more help, but I hope this was a good lesson that helped you understand a little bit more about triangles. And awesome. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.